Looking good, looking good, looking good. Whew. Guys, DFW. Sunday, March the 5th. It is evening time. And I figured I'd go live and do a video about other people's videos that I saw recently that kind of raised some eyebrows that were actually kind of surprising to me in the last few days. It was just something that I feel obligated I need to do, I guess. So if you're on the chat, guys, and you're welcome to jump on the chat room anytime you want. Welcome yourself in tonight, because this is going to be like a dandy, I guess. You know what I mean? This is going to be a dandy. Well, we're just going to talk about some of the misconceptions out there that's going on. By the way, I cut my own hair today. I messed it up. My wife came in and helped me out a little too. She kind of straightened it out for me. So if you notice that horse crap of a cut, look at that. Oh my gosh, I really messed up my hair. Again, if you're in the chat room, go ahead and say hi. Be glad to bring you up, and then we'll talk about how junk removal is in these day and times. When you keep on hearing the words recession, you keep on hearing that it's really slow. But Alex Villanueva, what's up, dude? How's it going, brother? Junk removal, Lancaster, B&L, Carson disposal. What's up? Lancaster, Texas? Is that Lancaster, Texas? I hope it's Lancaster, Texas. B&L, Carson. Junk removal, Lancaster. Or Lancaster where? Where are we talking about, man? What kind of Lancaster? Texas down there in Lancaster, Texas. Is that what we're talking about? So let me know, because I don't know if there's another Lancaster that I've ever heard of. I have no idea. I don't know. Hey, Robert, what's up, man? How y'all doing, guys? How y'all doing? I've been posting on TikTok a lot lately. Oh, Lancaster, PA. What's up, PA? Is this the gang side PA? I'm not sure what it is. Jesse Wayne, Picasso Pickup in the house. Carrollton, Texas. Picasso Pickup. What are you, Jesse? Jesse, are you Picasso? What's going on, brother? You got some pictures or something? I've never met you, man. And I know everybody in the area, brother. You should join the gang, man. You should join the gang. You know, you need to join the group, the Google group chat, because it is excellent way to find out about the jobs that people don't want, and maybe you can pick them up sometime. But you need some kind of social media presence and a website to join. And you just call me, talk to me, and then I'll let you join. Desert Bros, junk removal. What's that? City to city. City to city. I worked with city to city a couple of times, and that guy's shitty to shitty. No, I'm kidding. What's up, dude? On the way, junk removal. What's up? So, let's talk about what I saw. And I'm going to keep this short. I don't want to keep y'all's time up on a Sunday, because everybody's so better. It's so doing so good. I know that it is slow for a lot of people out there. And then I know it's really busy for a lot of people. This past week, I was extremely busy. And the week before that, I was just, Charleston Tunson, I want you to join. Charleston, what do you have, brother? On the way, junk removal, where are you at? Tell me what city you are. Do you have a website? Do you have a social media? I need to know that stuff, because that's the way you join. And plus, just DM me, hit me up somehow, get a hold of me. My phone number is all over the bottom of Facebook and stuff and all that YouTube stuff. And, let me know, and we'll do that. All right, so I have had a lot of success on TikTok. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. I'm going to tell you, I've had more success on TikTok in the last few weeks than I've had. Oh, okay, Charleston. What's up, buddy? That I've had in like my YouTube in a month. In the last 6 months, I've had more popularity in TikTok than I've had in my YouTube channels. Now, the reason I'm not filming a lot lately and not putting a lot of videos out is because I have not been editing a lot. I've had my hands full. I've been very, very extremely busy with work and other things that y'all have seen. You've seen me in other videos bring up other stuff like the XFL. We've been doing a little commentary for the XFL and stuff like that. And now I've just been extremely concentrated on other things. But I'm gonna get back to editing. As a matter of fact, after I'm off here, I'm posting a video. Right after I'm off on this live video, I'll be posting a video. So I want to get that out of the way. So I've been on TikTok. I've been posting videos, and I'm pretty successful on TikTok. I have about 9,000 people that watch my TikToks. And also, I've got 2 videos. One went to like 2.8 million. The other one's at like 4.8 or 4.7, something like that. So I have really popular videos out there. And we try to put, whenever I put something out there, I'm trying to get it really, really funny and popular. Something that's really going to hit. Something that's just going to hit off the chain, okay? And that's why I've been using TikTok a lot. But I also, here's the thing about it, I also watch other people's TikToks. And I see a lot of stuff out there, misinterpretation and misunderstanding of what's going on in the junk removal world. More than I've been seeing on the Facebook, discussion groups. I just see it on TikTok because I'm watching TikTok more these days too. And a lot of this information has been catching me off guard. It's been catching me, and I'm going, what? But one of these guys that was posting, I met him at JunkCon 2022, and he was a really stand-up kid. I never had heard of him, and apparently some people have heard of him. He's got a popular YouTube channel, but I just heard of him recently. Okay, recently I just heard of him. And I've been watching his TikToks, and 2 TikToks really caught me off guard, and I'm going to show them to you in just a second. But I do want to talk to you about something. MJD, what's up, my boy Jaman? Well, me and Jaman have a thing that we have. We look at each other's eyes, and he knows what I'm talking about. You know what I mean, MJ? Jaman, what's up, brother? I did a work today, bro. I did 2 jobs today on a Sunday. But I'll talk about that later because I recorded that job. Okay, so MJD, my son and me have something big lined up, by the way, in the next few weeks. I will be unleashing it on my membership channel. Membership channel. I have a membership channel. I don't know what I'm going to charge. But anyway, it's going to have these new top of the line day in the life episodes of what we're doing, and we're also going to be doing a lot of tutorial videos on it. It is a membership only. It does cost like $1 zillion. No, it's just a few bucks, man. But it's worth it. You know, I always say this in my videos. If I would have known 12 years ago, and I would have to spend $100 to learn it, just the knowledge that I give on my channel for free all the time for free. But if it had to cost $100, and I think a lot of people know that most of the information that I give is good stuff. It's truthful, and it's real. But I'm going to give a tutorial, a huge tutorial about how to build a website. Okay. It's going to be a big tutorial on how to build a website, and it's going to be only on my members page. So if you, but there's going to be so much other stuff. I'm not going to open it up. So I think there's a choice to join and be a member right now. Do not join it. There's nothing there. There's no reason to join it. There's no reason to pay me any money because there's nothing really there. You're going to get the same videos everybody gets. But in the next few months, we are developing something that you'll really enjoy. And I'll have my website design. I'll have a lot of cool SEO stuff, just crap that people should know about. Pricing, how to price your stuff also. So I think it's really important. So let's get down to the meat and greet. The meat. Let's get down to the meat of the bone of the meat, whatever you want to say it. This is for you, Jaman. Okay. I was looking at some people's videos, and one of the person's videos that really caught me was eezyflips. Has anybody ever heard of this guy named eezyflips? Sneezy or eezyflips. I think it's called, eezyflips. And he's on TikTok. He puts out a lot of TikTok videos. And here's one that he put out just recently. Let me bring it up really fast. Boom. All right. So this guy is called eezyflips. I had a booth right next to him. I was in between MJD. I'm sorry, MJD. I was in between Sonoma Hauling, and Steezy was to my left. Now he had a few people. He had a few people walking up to him and saying hi, and talking to him and stuff like that. And that was cool. And then I was right next to him. I never knew who he was until I went and introduced myself to him. I've seen a few. Yeah. I don't know who he is, Alex, to be honest with you, but he seemed really cool. I called him on the phone. We talked after JunkCon. We just talked a little business and stuff like that. Nothing really big, but then he caught me. This is a video that he posted a couple of days ago. Now, I want you to hear it, so I'm going to bring up the volume really high. Here we go.
November, December, and January have been slow to the point where I'm probably barely getting over $1,500 a month profit from Junk Google. And I'm hoping this new marketing team that I just started, we've been going, I think they've done like 4 days now for me. And
you know, I want to say something when this video is rolling. I'm going to stop it a couple of times. In December and January, he only made $1,500 profit. If you're doing that, yeah, that's a big problem. I just want to tell you, that's a huge, huge problem. You want to be making a lot more than that, okay? And just a few things caught me off this video.
And have gotten me like no work, so that's pretty disappointing. But I talked to them yesterday and they said everyone's been pretty slow and they're still critiquing my ads and everything, and they're just going to get better as they go because the data is going to obviously show what's going wrong and everything. Hoping that picks up soon. But yeah, that's an update on the marketing team. It's not going as I was hoping. I was hoping first day on I'd at least get a few phone calls, land a job maybe here or there. It's been going for like 3.5 days now and I haven't even got a single job from them yet. Why I'm wearing the shirt right now is because I actually got a job from Craftjack, which is like an online lead service that I meant to cancel, but I keep forgetting. And they just sent me a lead for like $17 and I ended up calling the person because I already paid for the lead.
Okay, so apparently eezyflips, I had no idea he even bought ads or anything like that. He hired a new marketing team that's going to develop, I guess, SEO strategy for him. And he signed up, let's say it was Monday, and he thought Tuesday he would have some kind of development and his phone would ring and he'd get paid because apparently he paid this company a lot of money. I'm going to tell everybody, and I want everybody to listen to me that's watching me, okay? All my concurrent viewers or just viewers, just anybody who's watching this dang channel, is that when you hire a lead generation company like these guys at Steezy hired, you're not going to see results that quick. You're just not going to, unless you're Google Ads or like somebody, not even, you know, Yelp will see those. I don't know. Listen, unless you're Google Ads, I don't think you'll see those results that quick. Now, what Steezy thought was, hey, I'm going to hire these people, give them a couple of $1,000s or a couple of hundred. I don't know what he spent. I'm sorry, a couple of $100 to $1,000 to do this for me. And I would automatically see results. So he spent some money and he's kind of disappointed that didn't work at all. He didn't work at all. And he's telling you, avoid these 3 months. I think it's December, January, February, something like that. That they're really, really slow. He hasn't made any money these last few days. And it got me thinking. And this is the theory how people think in this business, okay? I'm going to play this again. He said that he's been working with another company. I forgot the name of the company, but they gave him a lead and it cost him $17 for a lead. $17. God, if you kind of think about it, that's a lot of money. Okay, so if it's $5, it's cool, but $17, that's a lot for a lead. And then if you call, okay, here's the thing I don't understand. You get that lead for $17 and then it doesn't pan out for you. You still got to pay for the lead? I don't understand how that works. And that's what caught me off guard. Now, I'm going to roll it again. Here we go.
And I think I just booked the job actually for like $220 and I'm going to do that tomorrow morning. And it should only take me like probably an hour. So that's sick. Finally got a job this week. But yeah, that's an update on the marketing team. Not going great. Like I said, if you're planning on starting a junk removal business and immediately trying to scale and get jobs, this is not the month to do it. And if you've been doing it already, like I said, I know a lot of you already said you were doing it. Don't get demotivated because I'm telling you, this is very slow season for the junk removal. It's not just me. I mean, obviously, I'm a newer business owner. I don't even think I've been in business, like I said, in a year yet. I definitely haven't. But my buddies that have been in business for years now, they've been even telling me like they're struggling to get jobs every week. I could tell they're still getting more jobs than me, obviously, because they've been doing it way longer. This is November.
Okay. So I want to go back to the video and I want to talk about it really fast. And people are chiming in. Alex Villanueva says that, yeah, I've seen a few of his videos. Charleston says Craftjack. So Craftjack is the name of the company that gave him the $17 lead. Lancaster, PA says, I don't pay for leads. Okay. Charleston, yes, you still got to pay for the lead. I had no idea. Craftjack is a scam. Apparently, Craftjack is a scam. And thank you, Charleston. Charleston, if anybody else out there has anything to say about Craftjack, I'll be glad to read it over the chat right now. I'd love to hear about Craftjack. But here's what he says. If you listen to what he said, first of all, you could tell in the tone of his voice, he's worried about his business. He hasn't been doing good. And he said this, I finally gotten a job this week. This week. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I work with Jamon a lot. And Jamon and me have so many jobs on a daily basis that him saying something like, hell, I feel like giving him some jobs. But a week? And listen, a lot of people are slow. Me and Jamon aren't slow. He's really busy. As a matter of fact, I had 2 jobs one day, and I asked Jamon, he's like, I'm on my 5th one. I'm like, what the heck's going on with my work? So Jamon was making me look bad. But here's what I wanted to say is that he also said he's got a lot of friends that have years in this business, and it's slow. They're saying it's slow. Okay. It's slow. I want you to consider that it is slow. But let's say you've been doing this for 15 years. Let's say you've been working for Walmart for the last 6 months. Let's say that I have commercial contracts, because I have a lot of commercial small contracts. Either they're written contracts or they're verbal contracts. A lot of my contracts are verbal contracts that, hey, Ricardo, we're going to use this for the rest of your life. Okay, fine. I have a lot of those. When it's slow, those people are still calling me. Those commercial contracts are calling me. Now, this has nothing to do with customers calling us. But I will tell you this. Hasn't been slow to me with customers calling us, calling the junk guys. Hasn't been slow? Not really. I mean, have I noticed it? Not at all. I've been doing so many commercial contracts lately that, as a matter of fact, Jamon, if you're still listening, tell them how many jobs a week I give you of my commercial contract, because jobs I can't get to. And I want you to hit it on the chat, Jamon. Just tell people how many jobs a week I give you that are my jobs that I pay him to complete for me. Why? Because I'm so backed up and I can't even get them. And they're single item jobs. So is it slow for some people? Yes. Will it continue to be slow? Yes, it will continue to be. Will it get any better soon? No, I don't see it getting better. As a matter of fact, I look a lot. I'm a numbers guy, and I look a lot to the stock market and to like the banks, what they're doing. And I'm going to tell you something. I would be worried in junk removal. But I'm going to tell you, we've survived September 11. We've survived the housing market. We've survived COVID. I don't think it's going to be that bad for you, man. Junk removal always was a good business for me, and I survived all those. Okay, so Steezy, this guy right here, is struggling this past week. Now, Jamon just said, MJD Transport and Hauling just said I give him about 10 to 12 jobs a week. That's a normal week for us. Steezy just admitted a while ago that this is the one job he's got this week. And I felt bad about it. I'm like, okay, I am a subscriber to his TikTok because I think he says a lot of interesting stuff. He's a smart guy and he's being honest. This guy is being honest. Oh, you're welcome, Jamon. You helped me out, punk. And, this is guy being honest. He's just being honest and telling people, avoid these months. Don't do anything stressful. Okay, so I looked at another of his videos. Let me go to it really fast. Let me see.
An hour of a trailer rental. Should have been at least.
I went the wrong way. I'm sorry.
On Google.
Okay, it's coming up.
We're going. So I just called. That's what the marketing team is going to be doing for me. They're going to create landing pages.
All right. So here is another of his videos that he wrote. This is somebody building a website for him. He hired $1 million agency to help him run to help him run his junk removal business. This is what he hired to do. He hired a company to run his business, and I want you to hear what he says, okay? It's really interesting.
Pages that they've tested and tried for years now that work. They know that work, and then they're going to implement their Google Ads with those landing pages. Stuff's just going to be banging here hopefully soon, because I know this marketing team works with over 200 other junk removal companies, and some of them being multi-million-dollar companies or on track being multi-million-dollar companies. So I'm excited. I know it's going to be very expensive, and I will tell you guys what marketing team it is after I try them out, and maybe I can reach out to them, let them know I have a YouTube channel, and can get you guys some sort of discount or something if you want to try them out. But I wouldn't recommend jumping into this right off rip when starting a junk removal business, unless you have like 10 grand laying around to go buy a legit dump trailer and you already have a legit truck, because 10 grand is not going to get you crap for a truck nowadays. We learned that from our last video. And if you already got a nice truck and a nice trailer set up and you got extra money to throw at marketing, then go ahead, start scaling straight away. But I would at least do a few jobs without hiring a marketing team out, because you got to learn a little bit. Like, you got to learn how to quote jobs, you got to learn what you can do by yourself and what you can't do by yourself. So I wouldn't recommend doing this right off rip. But say you're a few months in, you got some extra capital laying around, and you just want to start scaling quickly because we're going to be getting in the busy season here in a few months, go ahead, jump right into it. That's what the market.
You know, I'm going to get into this video because this is so interesting to me. He says, if you got to... First of all, let's talk about his theory about the company that he hired, the marketing team that he hired, okay? What gets me this, let's say he's laying on the golden goose. Let's say he has the golden goose of marketing business. And this golden goose does $1 million in sales for him. In sales, not in profit, in sales. In sales. Wouldn't he, or the other 200 companies, wouldn't we know about that? Okay? We would all know about that. Every single junk removal company would know this. Hey, let's just go to the golden goose of junk removal marketing teams and let's just pay them $5,000 and they'll do everything, and then we'll just get job after job after job, and then we'll all compete job after job after job. I want to tell you something. I don't care hiring a multi-million-dollar agency to help me run a junk removal business. I don't care what company it is. Nobody, not even Google, can give you those jobs where you can make an amount of revenue, okay? And I want y'all to, I'm trying to express as much as I can. If that golden goose existed, everybody would be doing it. As a matter of fact, everybody would be doing it in junk removal. That golden goose isn't there. And Steezy, I felt like picking up the phone and said, dude, why are you hiring companies like that? I'm going to tell you where my golden goose is. Where my marketing team is, okay? I'm going to show you where my marketing team, this is incredible. They're actually in the room right now with me. I want to show you my marketing team, which I market every single day of my life. And if you don't believe it, you ask Jamon how many times I record. You ask Jamon how many times I take pictures. You ask Jamon the crazy stuff that we do when we're doing this. And then that is my golden goose. So I want to introduce you to my golden gooses. They're in the room right here, okay? Golden goose number 1. Yeah, his name is Samsung. And golden goose number 2. His name is Pixel. These are my golden gooses. This is my marketing team. This is what I do. And I'll show you another brother of mine, a little cuz. This guy right here. And this guy right here. And this guy right here. And if I had more hands, I'd reach and grab the other 2 over there. These are my golden goose. What? I don't get. See, that's the thing I don't understand. That is my marketing team right there. So why isn't Steezy doing his own marketing? Is he incapable of knowing what he's doing? He's doing great on these TikTok videos. And if you're not doing TikTok, you should. I think everybody should do TikTok because I think TikTok's a great platform to get business. Have I gotten any business off TikTok? Yeah, a couple of jobs, not many. Will I get some down the line? Yes, and I'm building it now for later on down the line, such as YouTube and Facebook help me. TikTok will help me too, unless the US bans it. He said so much interesting stuff in this video that it kind of caught me off. He said if you had... I want to express this, and this is how junk removal is. Listen, guys, I've been doing this a long time, and there's a few secrets about junk removal, the money that you make in junk removal. If you have, you know, let me tell you what he said. He said, if you have a little capital laying around, then you should do it. And I cut that kind of weird. I'm going to tell you why. Because every one of us in junk removal should have capital laying around. We should all have $5,000 or $10,000 laying around in case a truck breaks down, in case you need to do something. Junk Removal Lancaster BNL Carson Disposal says, I've been in trash industry for 35 years. You have to get out there and push it hard. You have to. And it's true. It is. Lancaster, you have to be able to motivate yourself, what it says up there, to do better than the next company over. And if you don't do that, you're just going to be left behind. Why are you even putting any effort? I don't understand why you're even putting any effort if you're not doing the hard work that it takes. I'm a big old online guy. I believe in a lot of social media. I believe on these videos. I believe on the pictures. I believe on TikTok. I believe on Facebook. That's where I do mine. A lot of people do a lot of different things. Now, I use free stuff to take advantage of things. A lot of people don't. A lot of people rather pay for it. Pay for leads. Pay Google ads. Pay House Call Pro. Pay, Angie's List. Pay, you name it. And they pay it. Craft Jack. $17 a lead. Chat room. Desert Bros Junk Removal. I don't have that much capital and just had to put my new cat on my truck. I had to put a new cat on my truck. Sucks. LOL. Desert Bros, I'm going to tell you something. I understand where you're coming from. And this is why I wanted to do a video. Don't invest your money on marketing teams until you actually have money. Don't do that to your business to cripple your business. Don't do the craziest thing of hiring a marketing team or hiring a lead team if you're not even putting the effort in. Okay, I'm going to tell you what effort is. What good effort is and bad effort. Bad effort, hiring a marketing team. Bad effort, hiring a team to get leads. Google Ads, House Call Pro, Angie's List, all those people. Good. Doing it yourself. Making your own marketing team. Making your own leads. You have to do something. Most of these people that start junk removal, I'm going to tell you what's going on. Most of these people that start junk removal are easily jumping in it because they're just paying somebody to do it for them, to get those leads for them. And I want you to realize that's not the way that it should be done. Okay? Don't go... I don't, man, I struggle with this because I know companies, I know friends. I have friends of mine that struggle on a weekly basis to a month. And they always say stuff like, I was talking to one of my friends in Fort Worth the other day, and he goes, yeah, man, my axle broke on my trailer. It's going to cost like $700. And I'm like, yeah, I hear you, bruh. And he's like, it's like $700. So I'm going to be out like a month until my wife. And I said, what are you talking about? It's only $700. And he goes, I ain't got that money. And I'm like, and I did a video about this a long time ago. If you're bad with money, you're always going to be bad with money. Junk removal is not going to solve that for you. As a matter of fact, if you're making $1 million a day, you're going to find a way to spend $1.5 million a day, and you're still going to be bad in money, no matter what. I'm going to read in the chat, Desert Bros Junk Removal saying he only pays for stuff that when he has cash, no need to go into debt. Correct. Lancaster says, I started my business with $0 in my pocket. Years later, I'm doing $3,000 to $5,000 a week. You have to be able to know revenue to net profit. You have to know what the difference is in gross to net profit, or just called net. What you gross on a daily basis is how much you make. What you actually make is like take home. That's a different ballgame. Okay, so I'm going to give you an instance today. What happened? I went and did 2 jobs. I made $390 off the first job, $45 off the second one. But I just want to concentrate on the first one. I went to a couple's house on Sunday today. I worked this morning, by the way. And I got up there at 9:30, really cake job. They filled up my truck. I'll do a video about it later because I was kind of frustrated. But I did it. It was partners. There were partners, 2 guys that were partners. And I really, honestly, they were there. Both of them were there. I communicated with them. They were really cool guys. I mean, they were, of course, gay, but they were fun to talk to. And I thought they were going to get in a fight or something like that because they're lovers or whatever they are, or, whatever. And there was no fight. Nobody was a queen bee or anything like that. And I told them that. I said, are y'all not going to fight? I thought this would be a good thing for my YouTube channel. By the way, they see my YouTube channel. They thought it was hilarious. So they didn't have anything like that. After I was done with the job, I charged him $350. The guy turns around and goes, here's $40. I said, cool, man. Sweet. I made 40 bones. I'm sweet. Well, I didn't have to dump that day. But I'm going to tell you what I did. I didn't have any fuel in my truck, so I had to stop and put $40 in there. Okay, I put $40 in there. After the job was completed, I had to spend another $30 on oil for the car that I drove home. So right there, I'm out $70, $70. I did not pay for this lead. My expense, my gross was $390 plus the $45 that I went and got later on. But I want to concentrate just on that one job. $390, take away the $70 at $320. So that's what I'm actually taking home, or is it not? Because I do have electric. I pay for my phone. There's a lot more things that go to it. So it's not as high as you want it to be. Now, if you make a lot of money, and you are working Sundays like me, and you work Saturday like me, then you can supplement those expenses that you have, your personal expenses, with sales after the net income comes in, which is your profit. So you have to think like that. No, here's another thing. Being able to separate your expenses is so important, okay? If you have expenses at home, and they're not in your business. Okay, so let's say this. Let's say you have, your truck payment, your trailer payment, your gas, your fuel. It comes out to $500 every time you go and do a job. Every time you do a job, your break-even point is $500. Okay, great. That is great. Because you make $1,500 a day. Let's just say that. So now you're taking home $1,000 in profit. Your sales were $1,500, but you already got to take those $500 off. But is it really that? Because don't you pay for an apartment or a mortgage? Where does that money? How does that get paid? Does your wife pay it? How does the electric get paid? How does the internet get paid? How does the water bill and the electric bill get paid? How does it get paid? I'm wondering, how do you separate those bills? Because I'm sorry, guys. Your junk removal company pays for that. Unless your wife makes more money than you. Now, I don't think any of us is going to admit that. I don't think anybody's in the chat room. So you have to take those in consideration of your expenses. And then that, after you subtract that, that's what you make on a daily basis. So I have way more expenses than I ever bring up in this channel. I mean, I pay for the place that I live in. I pay for it on a yearly basis. I pay one time, and I get it out of the way. But you can't do that to electric. You can't do that to your phone. I don't know. I've never called Metro and asked them. I never have. But, you know, some of these things really caught me. What Steezy was talking about, hiring the company, how slow it is, and how to motivate. Don't let this motivation. Listen, guys, I have a lot of things to say in this video. A lot of things that make sense and a lot of things that don't make sense in this video. I don't want people to go, oh, he's being a Debbie Downer, blah, blah, blah. Your business is going to mature. Your business is going to grow eventually. If you stay in this game long enough, 15 years. Okay, so if you're in the chat room, I want everybody to tell me when you started your junk removal business, how many years you've been doing it. Now, mom and pop with one truck going around does not mean you started it then. I'm talking about when you were online, you had social media out there, you were actually working. How many years has everybody been doing this? Please put that in the chat room because I want to teach y'all something. I want to teach y'all something that's really crazy out there because I want to motivate you. So if you're still online watching this video, in the comments, in the chat, I want you to put down the years that you've been doing junk removal because I'm going to teach y'all something. And I think it's really important that I express that to y'all. And this is going to motivate y'all. This is going to motivate y'all. I know it is because I look at it and I'm like, yeah, that's true. There's a lot of companies that are discouraged daily. I have a friend that I talk to on a daily basis. He's in North Carolina and he worries about taxes. 1.5% of the U.S. gets audited on their taxes. I just want to tell you that, okay? I want to be sure y'all understand that low percent. Guy, you have to have the worst luck to get audited. I'm just going to tell you. You have to be the worst person in the world. 5% of that 1.5% are Hispanic. So imagine me. Number one, people that get audited are Caucasian white people. They're white folks. 15% are black, and Asian are 3.2%. Isn't that crazy, man? So it's like, what? We're a low person. I tell you that because a lot of people get discouraged, okay? So I'm going to go down the line really fast, okay? Mike Oates says 5 years. Desert Bros says, I've been doing this 3 months. I like the name Desert Bros, be honest with you. Cool name. Junk removal, Lancaster, B&L, Carson Disposal, 2 years been doing this. City to City Junk Removal has been doing this 5 years. Carson Alexander, he just started. Out Fishing 33, what's up, man? 4 years, been doing this. A-Cuff Handling and Junk Removal has been doing this 2 years. And Robert Chisnick has been doing it less than 1 year, but full-time since May 2022. May of 2022. So 9 months, something like that. Okay. I have been doing this for 15 years. Let's combine the first 10 years of my business. The first 10. Let's just do that. Let's talk about that really quick. I want you to imagine in the first 10 years of my business, Fam Hauling and Junk Removal has been doing this for 5 years. In the first 10 years of my business, I want you to imagine all the commercial contracts, all the reoccurring customers I've got. Okay? Can you imagine that? All the customers that I've gotten off commercial contracts. Real estate. Renters, people that get evicted, landlords, realtors, investors. That's just one. Number 2, reoccurring customer. That's a customer that will always call you no matter what because they love you. Just those 2. Now, I'm not talking about like things like the city calling you to go and evict somebody, which they know me by my name. The police officers already know me. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just those 2. In 10 years, imagine the head start I have on y'all. Mike, I want you to imagine the head start I got on you in 10 years. Lancaster, I want you to imagine that. I have a head start on you in 10 years. City to city, I have a head start on you. A-cuff junk removal and hauling and out fishing, I got a head start on you of 10 years. Robert, I got a head start on you in 10 years. MJD, Jamon, I got a head start on you, bro. And fam, I have a head start on you of 10 years. As a matter of fact, 10 years ago when I built my website's got a head start on you. It is not fair to compare my business with y'all's business since I've been doing this so long. But I've been doing this 15 years. And the reason I picked 10 years is because nobody went over 5 years on this thing. Nobody said they've been doing this for more than 5 years. So for the last 5 years that I've been doing this, the last 5 years, compare your business to my business. But it's not fair to say for the last 10 after that, or before that, I'm sorry. See guys, don't get discouraged because of junk removal. Don't do that, because I'm going to tell you why. My mom, my mother, okay? She knows I pick up trash for a living. She knows I do that. And this happened about 2 weeks ago. This is the craziest thing ever. This is the craziest thing ever, okay? My mom knows I make good money. My mom knows what I do. She knows I'm really responsible with this stuff. My mom has known me for the last 15 years, by the way, and longer than that, but it's just for the last 15 years. This is what I tell my mom. We're talking. She's asking me to go to church. I'm talking about some other stuff that we just purchased and stuff like that. And she says this to me. She says, "Are you still picking up trash, mijito?" Which means son in Spanish. I said, "Yeah, mom, I'm picking up junk." And I said, "I'm picking up junk." And she goes, "Junk? Is that what you call it?" And I said, "Yeah, mom, junk removal company, JunkGuys." And she goes, "Oh, yeah. What is it?" And I said, "Junk removal, mom. That's what I do for a living." And she said, "Oh, yeah, junk guys. No wonder that's what you do. And you call it junk?" My mom thought that I just call myself Junk Guys. That junk isn't what I actually call my business. What is junk removal? So let's just say I called myself Trash Guys DFW. She would know what the word trash is. What I'm trying to express to you, my own mother, who I've had my business for the last 15 years and has known me my whole life, and we get along great, didn't know I was in the junk removal business. She thought I was just picking up trash. Don't be discouraged. We are low man on the totem pole. Our services are way down. Back in the day, we used to have this thing called yellow pages, and it's still out there. Not a lot of people have them anymore, but it's still out there. Let me tell you something. We have to make the service popular as one, as a team. All of us have to be. We have to do that. If we were like roofers or landscapers, man, if I tell my mom, "Hey, mom, let's call a roofing company," my mom say, "Yeah, no problem. Yellow Pages Roofing." If I would have told my mom, "Hey, mom, let's call a junk removal company," she'd look at me and go, "Huh?" So everybody in your mind, here goes a trivia question that everybody's going to answer for me, okay? Everybody answer this question for me. And I want everybody to put it in the chat, okay? I want you to understand the question I'm going to ask you. And this is a really simple, just a common sense question. Just common sense, okay? If you gathered 100 women, I said 100 women, okay? If you had gathered 100 women and you said this, do you understand what a junk removal company is or what a junk removal does? How many of those 100 women would know what junk removal is? I want everybody's honest opinion. There's 100 women lined up of different ages from 90 to 30. And you said, "Do you know what junk removal is?" How many of those ladies, of that 100 ladies, would say, oh yeah, I know what a junk removal company is. Yeah, I know who they are. In the top chat right here, I want you to put down there, how many of those 100 women would know? 15, Junk DFW. You're absolutely correct, 15. Come on, more people, come on. I want people to answer this honestly. What is your opinion? What would 100 women think in your mind? I want you to think about this. If you lined up 100 women, how many of those women would understand what a junk removal company is or even heard of junk removal? Alex Venezuela, that's great. That is great. That is great. Good question. Alex puts down 35. He thinks 35 women would know. Robert says 4 to 7 women would know. Outfishing says 4 to 0.5. I'm looking for more answers, guys. I'm looking for more answers. Okay? Outfishing says 4 to 5 women. He's saying that out of 100, 4 to 5 women would know what a junk removal company is. I'm going to tell you something. My neighbor next to me sees me come in with my trucks all the time. He's right down the street. He's a talkative guy. He thinks I'm a recycler. He thought I worked at a recycling center. Like, this is 3 days ago. He thought that's what I do. I said, I do junk removal. He says, what is that? He said, what is that? Even though I pull in with my trucks with my logo on the side, he sees me all the time with my shirt that says effing junk guys. This dude is the most talkative guy in the world. I mean, you cannot get into the neighborhood without him knowing. He thinks I'm a recycler. He's always thought for the last 3 years. I've known him for 3 years. That's 356 times 3, so over 1,190 days. He thinks I am a recycler. My truck and my box truck's been out here. All my truck's been out here. He thinks I recycle. Maybe 4. Now, here's the second question I want you to answer. If you lined up those 100 women again, and you ask them what a roofing company does, tell me how many of those 100 people would know or have ever heard of a roofing company. I want you to answer this question and be honest with me. Out of those 100 ladies, out of those 100, how many of those ladies have ever heard of a roofing company or a company that does roofs? And this is just a normal question. It's just something that just popped out of my mind. So I want you to take that in consideration. I want you to think about that. Junk DFW. Holy cow, you're a scientist, Junk DFW. Holy moly, praise the Lord. The praises are coming in. Junk DFW says 100%. Wow, that's weird. You would say something like that, Junk DFW. I wonder what Outfishing or Alex Venezuela is going to say, Robert's going to say, or Mike or Desert Bro. I can't believe. Oh, Robert, you really think that, Robert? Wow, what a surprise. Whoa, it's raining angels. And Alex says 50. This is crazy. Guys, 100%. Of people, Alex, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to teach you. Everybody knows what a roofer does. Everybody. You can be a caveman and a caveman, and they would know what a roofer does. What I'm trying to show you and tell you, you've answered this question yourself. You just answered it. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. We are low man on the totem pole, bro. We are low man in the totem pole. Junk removal is not a service. We have to make it popular. And imagine how many years it's going to take us to make it popular. Now, I'm going to read some people posted some stuff. About this subject, TD Junk Removal says, here in Connecticut, more than 60 to 7% of women know what junk removal is. It's a lot of wealthy. Well, that's a wealthy neighborhood. So imagine how many poor neighborhoods there are. I heard this a long time ago. Per $1 million house, there's 1 million people that are poor. Or 1 million poor homes. So just 1 million homes. So imagine that. How many don't know what a junk removal is, okay? No. I get Mike Oates on the chat says, I get good referrals from handyman. They get calls from junk removal all the time. Yeah, that always works out. Yeah. No, that's a great statement. I'm saying, I'm agreeing with you. Mike Oates also states that, he said this earlier, I skipped over it. I landscaped for 12 years before, always kept getting good records, never audited for taxes, was audited because of legal employees off the books. Well, you had a big business. Apparently you had a big business. I mean, you said employees. You didn't say employee. You said employees. And they were off the books. They were probably illegal. I don't know, Mike. I don't mean to put you out there. I don't know what they were. But when you do stuff like that, and it's not you paying taxes. It's like the 20 people you probably had employed, or 5 people you had employed that weren't paying taxes. So that raises a big red flag. Okay. Outfishing33 says, great insight, been following. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, I did get a question. I think around 20, my girls said half. You know, that's, Charleston, that's a great number. I think it'd be about 30 to 40, somewhere around there. I'm just trying to get the other 60, the ones that really we care about. Those are the ones that we should. My mom didn't know I did junk removal. My mother had no idea I did junk removal. She thought I picked up trash. She thought I was a trash removal company. She never even heard that word junk. Think about that, junk. That's not a word. Yeah, A-Cuff, I know, brother. Let's see, what do you think about Edamame? For my code says 4 to 5 guys illegal. That's why those are 4 to 5 guys that weren't paying taxes, and that affected them because you had a small business, right? Okay, so let me think. I think someone asked me a good question. He says this. Oh, Desert Bros. Can I get your opinion on trash valet service, or do you think it's worth it? Okay. I know the trash valet service. I've been offered this job so many times. It's ridiculous how many times my people that I do apartments for offer me this business, okay? And I'm going to be honest with you, Desert Bros, okay? So let me just tell you how it works. Honey? Mom? Babe? Just really fast, I want to ask you a question. So this is an important question that I want to ask my wife.
Yes, honey.
When you live in an apartment and you have that valet service, how much do they charge?
$25.
A month?
A month.
Okay, thank you. All right, so most valet companies charge $20 to $30 somewhere in there, probably a month. A month they charge for them to lay out their trash on Tuesday and lay it out on Thursday. And I've heard some apartments do it Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Then that customer, the apartment person, the person living in the apartment, has to pay an additional $25 a month on top of the rent. And that is called a valet service. I want you to consider this. I just want you to think about this. If you got to pick up their trash Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, how does the apartment come? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get a little bit more technical. I want you to think about what I'm going to say. Desert, I want you to think about that. They're paying $25 for you to pick it up in March, because we're in March, Monday, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday. And then the week after that, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The week after that, Monday, Wednesday. The week after that, Monday, Wednesday. 4 weeks. You're going to have 3 pickups every week for 4 weeks forever. $25 a month. Let me tell you what's wrong with that. Where's the apartment complex going to make any money? There is no way. There is not an answer. There's not a number that can be reached when you're only paying $25 a month. It doesn't exist. It's not worth it. Gas is not free. Wear and tear on your vehicle, your time is not free. There's no money that you can make off of that. Don't ever, Desert Bros, I'm going to tell you, don't ever think in your mind, in the brain of your mind, or that there's even a profit that you can make. You'll be wasting your time making nothing. How is the apartment complex going to make any money? You know, this question, I think it was Jaman who asked me this question a while back, and I said, so what are the numbers? I got the numbers and I started thinking, that's not right. Then I thought, how about if the customer gives you the $25? It's not there either. Why? I'm going to tell you why. Imagine going to a customer's apartment 12 times every month and they're going to give you $25. That's why it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Even if they allow you to dump it in their dumpster, it does not work. You're essentially wasting your time. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Doesn't make any sense. TD junk removal. Yep. In the poor areas, the Junkai is a retired guy with a rusted out truck. Yeah, definitely. He's a mom and pop. Al Fishin says, every door direct mail like postcards. I wouldn't know about that. I don't put that up. Hell, I don't even have business cards. I do have business cards. I just don't use them now because I got them for the Junk Con and forgot to take them, so now they're on the dash of my truck. Charleston, my mama still gets it wrong now. That's funny. Yeah, it's not worth it, Alex. Desert, pass on that stuff. I think valet service is a dead service. Apartments were invented about, 50, 60 years ago, 70 years ago. Apartments, they really hit in the 80s. It was a huge deal. Everybody was living in an apartment. And now, like in 2020, it got really popular back again. And just imagine, valet service has only been around for like 5 years. It's a new idea, and there was people doing it. And I did valet service for an apartment complex that asked me. They just asked me if I would try it out. And I said, I'll try it for a week. I said I would try it for a week. I didn't know what they were going to pay me. I said, hey, I'll pick it up for a week. I even offered, I'll pick up everybody's. Okay, Ricardo, just help us out. They're leaving their trash outside. I'm like, hey, no problem. Go in my little cart. I had a big ass cart, by the way. I was going down the cart. And this is like maybe 4 years ago. And I started grabbing the trash, going down the cart, throwing trash. And then some lady goes, excuse me, do you have to be that loud? Your cart's making a lot of noise. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just picking up trash. Put in the elevator, went out there and dumped it. Got another cart, went out there and dumped it. Dude, I did it for like 2 floors. I did maybe 40 or 50 apartments. I don't remember. I was there about 6 hours, it felt like. Maybe it was 3, I'm not sure, I don't remember. And at the end of it, the lady was like, well, thank you, how much would you charge? And I said, for something like that, it's like $500 or $600. And she goes, oh, I thought you were going to charge $100. I said, no, ma'am. No, it's no. She goes, well, we usually pay, every customer pays usually like $5 or some ridiculous number per pickup or something like that. And I was just like, what? That doesn't make any sense. How do y'all make any money? He goes, well, we got to make some money off of that $25. Whatever. I don't exactly remember. I billed them for that. We agreed on $300, which was way too much. They never asked me to do it again. I never saw any other company. But believe it or not, I did about $500 to $600 worth of work. I was there about 4 hours. No shit. It was awful. And from that day, I've always discouraged people from doing it. Valet service is a dead service. That is for maintenance. That whole idea, that comes from the people from the apartment complex. That's an idea from the apartment complex. Hell, you pay an extra $100 once a week, we'll walk your dog. That's the kind of thing that they're doing. Hey, if you pay $100 every week, we'll open your windows in your bedroom to let the fresh air come in because it's contaminated air. I don't know. Just think of the idea. 3 times a week, we'll allow you to put your trash outside. We're working with a valet service, and this is a professional service that will go and pick up your junk. Your trash. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. That's a dead business, and don't ever try it. Anyway, guys, I just want y'all to be motivated. I want you to stay motivated in junk removal. We as a team, and this is why I've done this group chat for everyone. I did this group chat for everyone. I want everybody to stay motivated in the junk removal business. It gets slow. Every business is slow. Microsoft gets slow. I don't think they do. Apple gets slow. Never mind. I'm picking up the worst businesses ever. Somebody like Toys R Us they're out of business. Somebody like HEB gets out of business. No, they don't get slow. There's a lot of businesses that get slow during certain times of the year. If your business is slow right now, it will get better we're in a housing market crisis right now that's, I don't know, we haven't announced it, but they are. We have balloons flying across the earth. People are getting, we have banks asking for loans, and we have the national debt that the U.S. government couldn't even make a $4 trillion payment on their own debt. This is debt, not what they, not like the national, this is their debt, the interest off the debt. They couldn't even make that payment this past month. So it is very, very concerning, very critical for all of us junk removal companies, people who are doing this right now, to be careful, don't overspend, and stop worrying about how much your sales are. Worry about what your expenses are, because that's what will kill you. For a long time, I worried about my sales. For a long time, for 6-7 years. And I'm like thinking my sales are so important. I got to be making over $500 a day. It wasn't that. It was about my expenses, keeping those things down, because everything adds up. Everything does. Anyway, guys, stay tuned. I do have my membership. I'm going to get off this really fast. Here come the evictions. Yeah, here comes the evictions. Really quick, I want to announce something that me, Jamana, and my son, Maddie, are doing. It will be coming up in the next few months. I hope you like it, because we've been working really hard on it. It is going to be really good. It's going to be part of our membership channel. So there's going to be some episodes. It's going to be really great. We're working with another company to do this. So stay tuned. Hopefully y'all are willing to pay extra for it for my channel, because I think the amount of work we're doing on it, holy Jesus, is incredible. We are doing some crazy stuff. And we've been working on it for the last week. And we still have like 4 weeks to go just to finish Act 1 and Act 2. And I mean, it's just incredible stuff what we're doing. I haven't even got the footage yet, and I'm staying busy. So anyway, it'll be on my membership channel. I don't know what we're charging for anything so far, so it's just kind of up in the air right now, guys. But it's going to be really good. There's going to be a lot of tutorials on how to build a website for your junk removal business and a lot of other cool stuff like that, okay? So anyway, guys, thanks for staying tuned. I will talk to y'all later. Have a good night and good luck.